Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. What's going on? Ashlyn, Cyber, Spartan, Maddox, Evil Hero. What's going on, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, long time no see, right? Well, Ashlyn, you can wishlist. So it's strange. So go to residentevil.com, Ashlyn. Get through all that. You'll see wishlist. You'll see PlayStation Store and Steam highlighted. Click on Steam and you'll get directed to the page. It popped up for me when I did that. But this is the splash page for PlayStation. I've already wishlisted. But yeah. But how we feeling? How we feeling after the reveal? And I've read and watched some people's theories and speculations. And I think I was watching the Residents of Evil for good about 30 minutes or so. And they were going through all the screenshots and like there's a lot of theories and stuff out there already. So like it's kind of crazy. Yeah. I don't know how far down you guys went down the rabbit hole, but I was watching them for a little bit as they were going over the trailer and screenshots and comparing. Well, yeah. Leon is 48. I think Chris is well in his 50s, but a lot of them were in their mid to late 40s. I'm nostalgic. I don't mind. I mean, I do feel that they need. So they're at the point where some of the legacy characters, the OGs, the Jill, the Claire, the Chris, the Leon, the big four. Well, he was born in 1977. So I'm just doing the math. That's all. But the point where I'm getting is, you got the big four, Claire, Jill, Chris, Leon. Do they finally kill off one of the core four? Does Leon die in Requiem? He came into Raccoon City as a rookie. Will he go back to Raccoon City one last time and then die? I mean, that's kind of interesting. That's like the big theory, like, will they finally kill off a character? Will it be Leon? It depends how they do it. But again, guys, thank you for all the support as always. Thank you for the follows, subs, resubs, bits, and donations as always here on Twitch. If you want the ad-free experience, I highly recommend watching the YouTube portion of the stream, but if not, and maybe you have a Twitch Prime, or for as little as $5, support the channel. Or you could be like Ashlyn over there and have turbo. But yeah. But all donations, bits, all that stuff goes back into the stream. It helps with the content. What am I going to be playing? I will be playing a Resident Evil 2 remake. We were doing the live stream of the Summer Game Fest event earlier, and we got hyped so much for Resident Evil 9 that the chat determined that I should play remake, RE2 remake. Not long ago, I would have said hell no, but that was before they killed off his first movie counterpart off screen between the last couple of movies. You reinstalled 2 and 3, right on. So like, let me grab my controller here. So, actually have a folder of all my Resident Evil games. So, eventually, classic RE2, classic RE3 will be on here, but that's all I have on the PlayStation right now. So, I want to ask you, last time, where did you get your avatar? The one of, I had this made. I actually commissioned someone to make my avatar. It was not cheap. I will say that. Why, do you like it? Go back over here. Yeah. It has 2 outfits. This is my RPD outfit. I do have a default outfit for it. But yeah, I commissioned someone to make it for me. That actual person is in the Discord server. But yeah, Young Khan is the artist. Young Kong did a lot of the graphics here on the channel, from emotes to overlays to logos. He's in my Discord. If you ever want to have him, work on something, he's a busy man. He does all his commissions on stream. He live streams. He's a Twitch partner and all that stuff. But you contact him, tell him what you want. They'll send you an invoice. They'll go over it and put you on the list, put you on the waiting list. Takes about 2 months. How do I add it to my wish list? So since you cannot find it on Steam itself, go to residentevil.com. Go there. You will get a splash page of Resident Evil Requiem. You'll see a wish list. You'll see PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Click on Steam. That will redirect you to the splash page of RE9 on Steam. Because I tried to manually do it on the PlayStation Store app, and it wouldn't pop up. But I went through residentevil.com, clicked on PlayStation Store, and I was able to access this. But while we're here, let's read the little description that we have here. So, it says Resident Evil Requiem is the ninth title in the mainline Resident Evil series. Prepare to escape death in a heart-stopping experience that will chill you to your core. A new era of survival horror begins in 2026. Technological advancements combined with the development team's depth of experience combined in a story with rich characters and gameplay that's more immersive than ever. Put my phone on silent. So we got that. There was, but yeah, obviously we got the screenshots here. Let me see. So, skip through here. They'll have like 10 screenshots on here. We got the ruins. So we can look here, the ruins of RE9. Or not RE9, of RPD. Not much left of it, huh? I'm going to assume that as a zombie of sorts, or an infected. The streets of Raccoon City. Giant hole. But yeah, I mean, it's what we have. But yeah, like I said, I went down a rabbit hole, was reading a lot of stuff on Twitter and Blue Sky, and then I was watching The Residents of Evil for about a half hour. And heard all their theories and things they were going over. I don't understand why it does not post. Yeah, the YouTube for the bot is being like very stingy. It posted my video that I did earlier, but it won't post the stream for whatever reason. So I'll have to look into that. Don't know why. Kind of annoying. Is it going to be good or trash? I honestly don't know. I mean, no one's played it yet. So, I mean, I'm hoping it'll be good. But we'll see. Couldn't find it. It's fine. I'll wait. But, yeah. Again, guys, just a friendly reminder, I am multi-streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So if it seems like I'm talking to someone that you don't see in your chat, I am most likely talking to the other chat. Ugh. What are my predictions? Man. I think I have a feeling that Leon's going to die. I was talking about it earlier where he came into Raccoon City as a rookie. Now it looks like he has to return to Raccoon City, or what's left of it. And yeah, I feel like he may die. Just a feeling that I have. And he's my favorite character, and I think that's gonna happen. But just a friendly reminder, if you're here watching here on the YouTube channel, if you love all things horror, Resident Evil, all that jazz, make sure to hit the like button on the stream. If you're new and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smack that notification bell so you get notified anytime I go live or upload a new video. I mean, I'm okay with everyone dying as long as Chris lives. Of the core four of Jill, Claire, Leon, and Chris is my least favorite. Now, he's not Steve Burnside bad, but I just never cared for Chris. But we're going to start here momentarily. Give me a second. By the way, we are 12 subscribers away from hitting 100 here on the YouTube. And we are 1 follower away to hit 1,700 on Twitch. I wonder if it'll be close to how RE4 Remake was. I hope so. Like, so I hope it's the same feel. And when I say feel, like the aesthetic, the camera, all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they kind of, I would say glad. I would say I understand that they tinkered with first person when it came to 7 and 8. But I like the over the shoulder camera angle. You know, that's just me. Do you have any solid reasons why you think Leon will die? Because, like I said, he came to Raccoon City as a rookie, survived it. He's much older now. Now he's forced to probably go back to what's left of it. Might sacrifice himself and he'll die. Now, why I think that is the core 4 have been protected so long. It's been almost 30 years. And not one of them have been close to death. Like really close. Like, you weren't worried about them dying while you were playing RE2, RE4, you know, RE5. You weren't worried. You were not worried. This one, being that they're kind of doing a soft reboot, and try to add new blood into the series and add new characters, I would feel that a loss of Leon, or maybe not Leon, maybe someone else, you know. But then again, you can run into another problem where if you do something like that, if you pull the trigger and kill off a character, that might alienate your fan base. You know? Perfect example. The Last of Us Part 2. When Joel got killed, people were pissed. Especially early on in the game, where he dies. Hashtag spoiler. Now, it's a little different because Leon as a character has been around since 1998. So he's been through a lot of shit. You know, things are starting to wind down. So I can understand that aspect. Well, it's different, you know. Whereas you had Joel, the second game in the series, and he's dead. But just in general, you could risk alienating your fan base if you kill off a beloved character. It'll be interesting to see if Capcom pulls the trigger and does that. Yeah. He's come a long way. That's right, Spartan. Good to see you in the YouTube chat. I'm going to assume you go by Randez. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But that's just my theory. Again, it's still very early on. We're going to get more and more information as the months go by. There's a lot more video game conferences going to be going. We got TGS. What's the one in August? Is the one in August TGS? I mean, we got a lot. The only three, yeah. Leon, Claire, or Jill, but Carlos could also make a return. True. I just don't want them to make it like an Avengers type scenario, you know what I'm saying? Where they all group together to fight the faces of evil. I don't want to see something like that. I don't want them to all return. That'll be... I think the person that needs to return... I mean, it's already been documented that Leon is the main person in the game. You actually hear his voice a little bit in the trailer. So... There's a lot of speculation and theories. People even think Wesker returns. Where they think the main guy who sits in the chair in the hood, they think that's Wesker. So there's like so many fan theories right now going on. People dissecting, bunch of stuff. Does anybody ever really stay dead, Ashlyn? Like, does anybody ever stay dead? Think about it. It's video games. I'm just saying. There are just so many theories. Eventually, I'm gonna try to do like a video of some of these theories and go over them. Hopefully have it out sometime in the middle of the week. I just gotta gather all the screenshots and stuff. But like, there's a lot, like I said, for the last, after I finished streaming, for about an hour and a half, I was going down the rabbit hole, seeing what people were saying. I was, like I said, I was chilling in the Residents of Evil stream for a little bit, and they were going over stuff. I'm sure they'll have a video out fairly soon. Yeah, he was in a volcano, but like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Like him having a kid. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not confirming anything. I'm going based on what people are saying. All this stuff. I'm gonna switch over to the game. We'll still chit chat. Let Jake breathe, man. I'm just saying. He would turn as a clone, or he's on an AI robot. A la Palpatine. He might be. He might be. I don't know. He might be. He was in a shitty video game, Ashlyn. That's what he did to me. True. True Spartan. Palpatine Wesker. That's right. He just wants his 50 million for 1 pint of blood. What do we have here?